guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to go over a few tips to lose the baby weight and get healthier. Okay, so if you haven't been following me on Instagram, go ahead and go over there and click follow. I update on my stories every single day so that you guys can know kind of what's going on. But I have decided to do a competition again. So when I say competition, I mean like, I want to say figure because that's what I did last time. But this time I'm doing a different division. So I'll pop a video here showing you guys kind of what I did last time, but this time it's a different division. It's called a wellness division, although I'm not really sure why it's called wellness because it has nothing to do with your health. I don't know. But anyways, with that, it kind of sparked some interest in like the fitness and health industry of women that have had babies, and I kind of wanted to give you my tips on how I lost the baby weight and then kind of continuing to lose the baby weight, the body fat that I need to lose for this competition, and then also just being healthy. Like, I think that is probably not as big of a concern for a lot of people. It's more about how you look, but I really want to do this competition with the mindset of actually being healthy throughout the entire period and getting my body to look the way it needs to look for the competition. So anyways, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So one of the things that I feel like is very underrated when it comes to losing weight is sleep. When you sleep well, your body is going to work a lot better for you. One of the things is when you are in like the first 90 minutes of your sleep, you are getting the most healing done and repair done to your body. So whether you're working out and your body needs to repair muscle, or you are sick and you're trying to heal from a sickness or an injury, anything like that, the first 90 minutes of your sleep, you are going to do the most healing. Sleep, when disrupted, can cause a lot of things. It can cause blood sugar spikes, cortisol levels to spike, and a lot of times all of that stuff leads to weight gain or not being able to lose the weight. So a few tips for getting the best sleep. Magnesium, we are usually low in magnesium, so taking a magnesium supplement. One of the supplements that we take is called Calm. You can get it on Amazon. I'll put a link down below for you guys. But it has calcium and magnesium in it. You can drink it about an hour prior to going to bed. It's just going to calm the muscles, calm your mind, and help you to sleep better. Some people take melatonin to sleep better. I am not one of those people that can take melatonin. It gives me crazy dreams. Some people, it like helps a ton. So you kind of have to like do like your experiments on what works best for you. If you have a doctor that can do blood levels or a blood test for you to check your levels of your minerals and your vitamins, that would be great. That's going to help you sleep better. Also, not looking at your screen an hour before bed. Shut those phones off, or if you feel like you have to be on the phone, put a filter on it. So what you can do is go into your phone settings. You can go into your phone settings and change the color of the screen. It's not going to completely cancel out the blue light, but it will help to like dim that out just a little bit. Also, you can wear blue blockers. It's a pair of glasses that blocks the blue light from your phone if you have to do that. But basically, it's better just to not be on your phone at least an hour before bed. Try to read a book or meditate, take a hot bath, something to do to relax you. When you're on your phone, even if it's not the blue light, you are just stimulating your mind to think. So things like that. So that's what we do. And then keeping the temperature cool at night, like between, I think it's supposed to be below 70. We keep ours at about 65 at night. So that's one thing that I've found that helps me sleep the most. So tip number 2, and these are not in any specific order, it's just some things that I've found that have really helped me. So tip number 2 is to stay away from certain oils. These are seed oils called, you'll see them on the back of your label. They'll be labeled high oleic oil, sunflower seed oil, I'm trying to think of a few more. I'll put like a list of these oils here for you guys to check out. So these oils tend to cause a lot of inflammation in your body. And anytime your body has inflammation, it is going to be so hard to lose weight. Also, you're not going to feel like doing some of these other tips that I have talked about. If you have a lot of inflammation, you're just going to feel pain. You're going to feel heavy. You're not going to have as much energy. So getting rid of inflammation is going to be very helpful. And these oils, which are found in so many food products that we buy these days, I mean, you could probably go and look on the back of your salad dressing and this oil is going to be in there, even if it's organic. So a few ways to get rid of these oils is: 1, don't buy them. 2, make your own food and just try to, experiment. Like for me, if I eat those oils, now that I know what they are and what they do, I've tried to stay away from them, but if I eat them, I find myself like with really bad stomach pain, and my hip, as you guys have hopefully watched, has healed lately, and I've not been using the oils, but anytime I do more than one meal, like my hip the inflammation just goes up so bad, and it just starts to hurt me very bad again. So I've actually found that with my body, I just cannot handle those oils, and a lot of people just don't even know about it. So there's another tip to get rid of those oils and reduce inflammation. All right, so this next tip, number 3, is going to be so simple but so underused, and that is to drink more water. I feel like sometimes I can go like so many hours and just have never drank any water. But there was some studies done that people that just increased their water by 8 ounces a day actually were able to lose weight without doing anything else extra. So water is key. Our body is 75% water, and it needs those fluids to perform the way it needs to perform and to do the healing and functioning all of those cells and muscles and organs. So definitely make sure that you are getting in your water. What I like to do is put mine in a stainless steel cup. We've tried to get rid of plastics because plastics can affect your hormones and lots of other things. So I do a stainless steel cup with a straw, and I find that that's what's wrong. So I find that drinking from a stainless steel cup with a straw helps me to get the most amount of water in, and I try to like front load it on the first of the day, because it helps me not to have to get up in the middle of the night. Sorry, the kids are beating on the door. It helps me not to have to get up in the middle of the night to go pee, and I'm getting all of my water in at the beginning of the day and starting my day off right. So that's another tip. Okay, so I had a visitor come, and we'll try to finish this video with him. So this is the baby weight I'm trying to lose. What is wrong? Okay, so another tip that I have is fasting, and it's kind of controversial, so you do need to pay attention to your body. Some things you have to work through, some things are just not good for you. So I definitely recommend doing your research on this, but our first meal of the day is called breakfast for a reason. It means break fast. Mind blown? Yeah, I know. I never considered that either until I started getting into holistic health and things like that. So I recommend that you quit eating at least 3 hours prior to bed, because your body, like I said, in those first 90 minutes is trying to heal. It cannot do 2 things at once. It cannot digest your food and heal, recover, do the cellular renewal. You can't bite. It cannot do both of those at the same time. Stop eating 3 hours prior to bed, and then wait a full 12 hours, especially for women. 12 to 16 hours is pretty much your limit, I would say. I know some women do 24-hour fast, and I think it might be okay for some women, but like I said, you're gonna have to kind of do your own research and figure out what works best for you, because everybody is different. These tips will probably help boost your weight loss. But if you feel like crap, then I don't feel like you need to do it. So fasting. So I do 12-hour fast every night. I stop eating at 6 and then I don't eat again until 6 o'clock in the morning, which I usually is just like a half a banana or something prior to my workout, so I have a little bit of fuel. Our body needs to have time to digest, and if we're just continually putting food into it, it's never getting that full amount of time to digest your food and to kind of have a break. So anyways, fasting is a very good way to kind of boost your fat loss and weight loss. Okay, so tip number 6 is eating foods or doing things to stabilize your blood sugar. Honestly, I don't know everything there is to know about why it's good to stabilize your blood sugar. I could have my husband explain it. He's very good at that. He does a lot of studying and listens to podcasts and research and things like that on why to do certain things. But I do know that if your blood sugar is elevated all of the time, that you are not going to be able to lose weight as well. Some things that you can do to stabilize your blood sugar are the fasting will help to stabilize your blood sugar. Not eating a whole lot of sweet stuff. You can put Ceylon cinnamon into your foods. It helps to stabilize your blood sugar. Apple cider vinegar diluted with water prior to a meal or even after a meal, before bed, first thing in the morning, something like that is going to help stabilize your blood sugar. So kind of look into that, find things that are going to help do that, and that could possibly help you lose weight too. Alright, the next one is to eat whole foods. So that's going to eliminate a lot of bad stuff that can cause you to gain weight. So that can eliminate a lot of bad things that can cause you to gain weight. Eating whole foods, your body knows what to do with it. So it's not going to be storing things that are going to be inflammatory. It's also going to fill you up. So the cravings that we typically have are because we are missing a certain nutrient. So if you are eating whole foods, you're going to get a lot more nutrients and you're going to be full a lot faster and not have as many cravings. So whole foods are essential. And when I say whole foods, I mean things that haven't been processed. So things that aren't coming out of a box. You can do homemade things, mostly vegetables and meats and fruit. Just try to stick to the basics. Okay, I just filmed the whole tip, the very last tip, and Micah was just crazy, so I laid him down for a nap. I'm going to finish this now and kind of start all over and finish the video at the same time. Okay, so the last tip that I have for losing weight and being healthier is tip number 8, to eat clean meats. Now, I'm not a vegan. I'm sorry to the vegan community, but I have a lot of reasons on why I'm not vegan. One being, I love meat. Sorry, I do. But with that being said, there are certain things that you have to be aware of when you are eating meats. And that is how the animal was treated during its life. Not only is it not really ethical if they were treated terribly, but it's also affecting your body when you start eating that meat. Okay, so if an animal was given antibiotics or hormones, that is going into your body. Antibiotics are pretty much overused already in the health industry, and a lot of times antibiotics aren't as effective because they're overused. So one of the things that you definitely want to make sure that your animal didn't have was antibiotics. I know that that's probably necessary for some animals, like if they aren't well or if they get sick, but a lot of times animals get sick because they are not treated well. Makes sense, right? If we don't treat our bodies well, then we usually get sick. And then the hormones are given to them to help them grow faster and be bigger, and they're ready for slaughter a lot faster and people can make more money off of them. So eating clean meats is not only going to help make sure that the animal's life was better while it was alive, but it's also going to benefit you more too. So when I say eat clean meats, here is the standards that we look for with our meat. So beef, we make sure that the cattle were raised 100% grass-fed and grass-finished. We typically buy our cow from a local farmer, so we know how the cow's been treated. There's certain certifications that they have to label their cow grass-fed, grass-finished, and the certain cow that we buy. So that's one of the things that we typically do. Another thing is for chicken, we try to do free-range chicken. So free range is supposed to mean, and I know that like cage free can be a term. Cage free just means that they aren't in a cage. Like they could be in a barn, never see the daylight, be all squished together. So that means that the chicken can have a terrible life, and all of those stress hormones are just being released, and it means it's going into your body. So I hope that makes sense. I had to stop recording because the memory card was full and then start back over. So anyways, so we do free range chicken, which means that they are able to be out in the sun if they want, they have shade if they want, and they are eating the bugs off of the ground, which is good for them. It gives them more protein and it's healthier for them. So in return, it is healthier for you. For fish, we always make sure that it's wild caught, not farm raised. So farm raised for fish is not the same as farm raised for chickens and cows. Farm raised for fish means that they are in like a big fish bowl pretty much, and they're fed certain things, they're eating each other's poo, like just not good nutrients for you, and it's not good for the fish. So wild caught means that they were out in the wild and then they were caught. Makes sense, right? So something like that is going to be better. Now, you will typically pay a bit more for these types of meats. I recommend shopping at Whole Foods. Their prices are a little bit more affordable when it comes to healthier food. I know in my community we don't have a Whole Foods very close, so that's something that we have to, make a sacrifice, take an hour to get there, try to get as many groceries as we can for that trip, and then the hour trip back. But it's worth it to get those types of food to feed our family because it's healthier for us. And then last are your eggs. I think that's all the animals that we eat. Yeah, so eggs, pretty much same thing with your chicken, is free range. You just want them to have had free range. You can tell the nutrient level of an egg by the yolk. So if it's like a really pale yellow, you don't have as many nutrients. If it's more of a very golden, like orangey color, then you are getting more nutrients. So that could be something where you test out your eggs. If you can get it from a local farmer, that's even better than store-bought. We try to do that as much as possible, but sometimes our local farmers' eggs just aren't laying or aren't laying enough. Hopefully we will be able to get our own chickens and our own eggs soon, once we get moved and get onto our land that we want and stuff like that. But until then, we just have those standards, and we try to make sure that the animals were treated well while they were alive. I mean, who doesn't want to treat animals well anyways? Like, I don't ever really want to kill an animal, but I mean, I understand that, God put them on the earth for purpose, and that purpose is to nourish and feed our bodies. So I want to make sure that they were taken well care of while they were alive. So I hope that this video kind of helps you get started on a healthier lifestyle, plus helping you to lose some weight. If you try this, please let me know. Let me know which one your favorite tip was, or which one you're going to try out, and I would love to hear your success stories in the future. So I will see you guys later. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you are new here, and if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to go and follow me on Instagram for daily updates. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. No, don't bite. That hurts, doesn't it? Don't bite.